Welcome to this Behind the Board on Mixing Vocals. We're going to be doing the aux bus for the vocals now. So we're pretty familiar with how these aux buses work at this point, but we want one for the vocals. We want to be able to EQ and compress that way as well. You want to have that control over everything. So here we go with BVR Pre 2. Just click on that, go to track, or use your hotkey for track new, stereo, and aux track. And label that vocal bus. We need an input for the vocal bus. We will use a bus input. I'm using bus 11 and 12. Okay, I'm going to take all of the vocals. Remember, I just click the bottom one. I go up to the top one. I hold the shift and I click it, and it highlights all of them. Now I hold shift and the alt option button. I can click right over here and send it out to a bus 11, 12. And that's it. Always remember your ins are over your outs. So we're going out here and we're going in here, 11, 12. Okay, so when it comes to EQ at this point, I don't like to dig into the vocal EQ unless I have to. So I'm going to leave that blank, but I'm going to go down to insert B just in case I want to add this EQ later. So insert B, multi-channel plugin, dynamics, and we are going to go ahead and put on a Dyne 3 compressor limiter. We're going to start with their preset. It worked pretty nice for us, their vocal comp, and we just want this to be tapping the vocal. In order to really get this working the way we want to, we need to grab vocal levels first. In a way where they interact with each other properly. We don't have to worry too much about the song yet. We'll make some changes when we get into the song, and we'll probably be adjusting and adjusting. But right now, I just want to level everything out vocally, kind of get them feeling like they belong in the song this way, and then I'm going to turn on this compressor. So we have it all set, we have it all going there, but the compressor is off, and we're just going to get some simple levels here. So let's take a listen.
The air in my lungs, it weighs my whole body down. This used to be simple, breathe in and breathe out. This is the worst, best thing I ever did. Say
We got those two parts pretty steady. We're going to need we need to go ahead and work on these background vocals, how they're going to sit as well. So let's go down to there in the pre-chorus and try to get those steady as well. What I like to do, this is just something I personally like to do. I like to grab the backgrounds that I'm working with and put them into separate groups. So I'll grab those two like I just did. I'll press Command G to start myself a group, and we'll call that BV Pre, and just OK it. Now, when I raise them up, I raise them up equally. You see they both go up together, and that's what I'm looking to do with that. And I'll do the same thing with all the other BVs so that we have control over them, both at the same time.
say something I can't take back. I'll always take my medicine. Reason remains intact.
Good, good. So I do want that to kind of get buried as we make our move through there. I want this other one to sit on top of it, so I'm not going to go too nuts trying to make it come out when the big music guitar hits. So let's go down to our next section here. We'll make another group. Just hold Shift, click your second one, Command G, start your group. BV Pre 2. And let's hear what that's sounding like in the mix.
Say something I can't take back. I'll always take my medicine. Reason remains intact, and I can't stand to talk about.
All right, fantastic. Now we have the chorus coming in. I'm going to mute out these BVs for now, and we'll work on them after we get the chorus level right. Work with your first chorus vocal first, and then put the other one in just to kind of make it stick out a little more. Some people don't even use the other one, and there are times where I don't use the other one. You definitely don't want to make it sound like there's two people singing at the same time. You want to hide that second one.
I don't wanna be another enemy anymore. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory.
let me do that thing that we've been doing with these buses. Just hold your command, hit your solo so that it doesn't turn off on you every time. We don't want to hear it turn off when I hit solo. So I just want to solo this out.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy.
So you see how that's working? We got both of them in there, but we really hear it as one vocal because one is dipped so much below the other one, but it is helping it lift up. And in the form that we're doing it, where one's right over the other one, you can't get them too close together or you will hear that like double vocal thing going on. You could try it and get a little closer and you'll see, oh wow, it sounds like there's two vocals here. We don't want to do that if we don't have to.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory.
So you can see in this part, we're actually going to need a little more compression now that we're listening back to it, because if he dies down on words like enemy and stuff like that, it's kind of getting lost. So I'm going to hit it a little harder with the compressor here.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. There's nothing for miles. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes.
You see, I took the ratio up to 3, which is much, much hotter than the 1.8 it was at. And I took the threshold down a little bit more so that it encompassed pretty much every one of the notes. So it was kind of playing with everything. And it's now we're hearing everything that the singer is singing instead of just parts of it. And so you want to work on that with compression. That really is the point of compression, so that we could hear the parts that are a little bit lower, a little bit hotter. So we got that working, and it's working real nicely. Now I want to work on the BVs for the chorus. So these background vocals, just click the first one, shift click the second one, Command G to start a group, and now call it background, so BV chorus. And we'll start working on those guys.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna.
Ooh, check this out real quick. We want to suspend that group. Go down to your bottom left. This pan is messed up. We want this pan all the way to the left. And let's fix it up on this one too. The BVL chorus 2, the pan should be all the way to the left. We took it to the middle while we were working on EQs. We want to pan it right back to the left. So you could see how much spread I'm getting on these background vocals. We spoke a little bit about this in the production technique type videos, but I like to get a lot of spread with them. They're in the background, and now they're lifting the chorus up because they're actually further than the guitars are. The guitars are right around 80. These are at 100, so these are hard to the left, hard to the right, and it's kind of lifting everything up. And you might hear this as a single background vocal, but it's really two of them that are really filling up a lot of space, and that's what we're doing with these guys right now.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall.
Let's unsuspend my group. Clicking over there. Here we go.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes.
I like that right around 1.8. I'm going to make another group for the second chorus area. Command G for group, name it BV chorus 2. Unmute them, and let's mix these guys in as well.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory.
I'm trying not to make this the star of the show because the vocal is the vocal that's up front is the star of the show. So I'm trying to dip this back a little bit more. And dip this back a little bit more so we get a cool sound from it, but it doesn't really take over.
I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be
Fantastic, got good levels there. I'm going to move over to the bridge section, make sure we got good levels there, and then we'll go to our aux bus and work on the compressor.
We've lost the road again. We've lost the road again.
I'm giving it a little pan to the left so that the left-right pan is a little more aggressive when I have it a little to the left, and then much harder to the right on the second one.
We've lost the road again. And I can't count the second chances we've been given.
I'm going to bring the second one up front. Just watch where I'm clicking on a waveform, going to pan. So I want that first one to have a little bit of a pan to it, but I want the second part here not to. So just make yourself a dot. You could be in slip mode or grid mode at this point. It won't matter too much. Make yourself one dot and then make a dot after it. When using my hand tool, of course, you guys should be pretty used to that by now. I want to get it right about 0. We're not going to notice if it's 1 off. But here we got the hand tool is where you make those marks. That's right up here. It's also your F8 button if you want to use those keys and get there real quick.
We've lost the road again. And I can't count the second chances we've been given. I don't wanna.
All right, I'm feeling great about how this sounds now. Now, the one thing we ran into while we were doing this is we saw that in the chorus, we were losing a little bit of the vocals. We were kind of hearing a lot of what was getting said and kind of losing a little bit of what was getting said. And that's why we have this final compressor on as well, just to bring everything leveled out one more time, just a little bit more. So we have this compressor on here on the vocal bus. Let's see if it's working nice for us.
Another memory, don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna be another enemy. Another memory, don't wanna fall in your eyes. There's nothing for miles, it must have passed us by. We open and close the heaviest eyes. This is the worst, best thing that I ever did. Say something I can't take back. I'll always hate my medicine. Sin remains intact, and I can't stand to talk about this anymore. I don't wanna be another enemy, another memory. Don't wanna fall in your eyes. I don't wanna.
Right, so this last compressor is doing its job right now, but I want to take down the volume. I'm happy with the makeup gain. It's in about the right spot. I'm just going to take down the volume of the vocal bus a little bit so it fits in with the song a little better before we start really getting levels. But this is feeling right to me. It looks like we got good compression, and it looks like we have a really cool sounding set of vocals here. So we have that all fixed up, all set up, and we're going to move on to getting some levels, balancing this mix out. So we're able to go ahead and bounce it and have a mix done, and then we'll get into mastering as well. So keep following along, but thanks for being with me on this one.